Hola clase, welcome to your En Línea student workstation. Once you have completed all the steps that I've provided for you in Blackboard on how to get your En Línea account ready and to start working, you should now be able to access your student workstation. This is what the student workstation looks like. Now, as you can see, this is under my name, so I have a few more classes than you. You should only be able to see under my classes our course name, the class direction, the book that we're using, the instructor name, in this case Alicia Park, and the menu bar. I want us to talk about two buttons on the menu bar. These are the ones that you will be using the most: Open Book and My Results. Let's open your En Línea book. This is what your En Línea book looks like when you open it. On the left-hand side, you have the list of the chapters that the En Línea book covers. In Spanish 101, we will only be covering Lesson 1 to Lesson 6. Let's open Lección 1. Page 1 of Chapter 1, Lección 1. On the left-hand side, you have the different sections that each chapter will cover. This menu is also right here above in the colorful tabs. They have the same function, so you can either press these ones or press the ones on the color. That's absolutely up to you. Let's click right here on the top under Contextos. Contextos introduces the vocabulary of the chapter. You can actually hear the audio if you press the play button, and you can work on some tutorials and practice exercises. Let's click the next one, Fotonovela. Fotonovela is a video program where we follow Marisa in her trip in Mexico. You can watch the video and work on some practice exercises. Let's click the third one, Pronunciación, pronunciation. This is the best part of the book, in my opinion, where you actually get to practice your pronunciation by playing the audio, and then you may record yourself and I will be able to give you feedback. Let's click the next one, Cultura. Cultura introduces a cultural aspect of Latin America or Spain. This is also in English, which is helpful, and you'll be able to make comparisons between your own culture. Let's look at Estructura. Estructura is the grammar portion of the chapter. Now, if you look on the left-hand side, Estructura covers 4 different grammar topics. They are divided by 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, and 1.4. Now, the good part about this En Línea book, you can actually print right here on the right-hand corner, print these grammar topics for you. Now, 1.2, if I click right here on the above, covers numbers. 1.3 covers the present tense of the verb ser. Now, you can also use the same tabs on the left-hand side. And 1.4 covers telling time. Recapitulación is a summary of the grammar that the chapter introduces. Let's look at Adelante. Adelante is a section of the book where they have readings, literature, and other cultural parts. They are right here in the menu. Next, let's click Vocabulario. Vocabulario, on the right top corner, you can also print the vocabulary list of the chapter. And let's look at the last tab, which is Prueba. Prueba is what we call the chapter test. For every chapter we cover in this class, you will have to complete a chapter test. As you can see, your instructor will let you know when a test or exam is available. This chapter test will only be available on a specific date that I have assigned. Now look on the top right, on the top bar above the colorful tabs. There are many other resources for you to use to help you practice what we are learning in every chapter. Also on the top right hand corner is what we call the assignments. Once you reviewed every section of the book and you're ready to get started with the assignments that I have given you for the online book, click Assignments. Now again, on this bar you can see the sections that I just reviewed with you, but under each section there are exercises that you will have to complete. Now, which ones must you complete? Right here under the column Assign. The ones that have a star and a due date next to them are the ones that I have assigned and the ones that I will be grading and that will count for your grade. Now, some of them do not have a star nor a due date. Those are not required. You may do some of them if you want to get the extra practice, review, etc., etc. But you are only responsible to submit them on the date that I have assigned. Now, if you look right here, these are due September 10th. Now, from here, from the Cultura part, these are due September 15th. Now, the rest of these exercises have not been assigned. Now, right here under attempts remaining, you will be given 2 attempts to complete every assignment that I have given you. I am only grading the first attempt. The second attempt is there for you in case you get a technical problem and you lose the assignment, or you would like to use the second attempt to get that extra practice or extra review. It's very important that you submit. You always click submit for every assignment. Right here on the last column where it says complete, you should be able to see a date that you have completed that assignment. When you don't see a date, that means that assignment has not been successfully completed. Okay? Now, it's very important that before you start with the assignments that you really understand each section of the book. That's why it is very important to follow my weekly assignments. Let's go back to the student workstation. I have mentioned to you that you will be using 2 parts here, my open book and my results. Let's click my results. I'm going to show you an old class so that you will see. When you're done submitting your assignments and I have completely graded everything that you have submitted, you can actually go under my results and see the grades that you have received for the assignments. Right here, this is an old one, so I just want to explain to you what they mean. And right in the bottom, they tell you what all of these icons mean for you. Now, this one means that has been assigned. This means that the instructor has left you comments. The green means that grading has been completed. The due date, when it was submitted, the time, the points that you received, and the score. Now, let's look at the little notepad where I have left you a comment for you. When you click that, you can actually see your score, your mistakes, and corrections. I want us to look at this one. Right here, question number 24. You responded by writing the answer as bueno, and I only gave you 0.5 out of 1. And here, instructor's comment. This is what I wrote for you to read and understand. I really want you to take advantage of my comments that I leave for you, because they're supposed to help you understand why you got that answer wrong, why you lost certain points. Really take advantage and take the time to read them. They're there to help you so that in the future you will not make that same mistake. Now let's go back to the student workstation. Now, I hope that my introduction to the online textbook really helps you understand how the online book works. Spend week 1 really familiarizing yourself with all of these little details that the book offers, because they're really very helpful. Now, right here on the top right corner, you have technical support. Use this technical support to contact Linea Tech Support. They're very good at responding very quickly and providing the best answers. This only applies for Linea. For Blackboard, you have to contact separate Blackboard desk help. Okay, clase, in case you do not understand something, please do not hesitate to contact me. I hope that this introduction was very helpful. I hope to hear more from you as the semester begins, and really get ready, because week 2 we will start with chapter 1. Okay, clase, gracias. Hasta pronto.